Weird. The font kind of reminds me of, okay. Alright. DuPont! Every time! Like I said, guys, this game is probably a bit dirty. Sorry, what'd I do? Sam. I have a ghost thingy here. I don't know what that is. I think I'm Sam. Is he Sam? Am I Sam? Who are you? Or delete. I'm gonna go with who are you? Rewind? What? What did I do? All I asked was, who are you? And it's taking me back to the beginning. Touch. Anyways. Alright, let's try this again, I guess. Apparently I do. Who are you? Can I click any? Delete? Oh, I can delete the option, apparently. No, I don't. No. Oh! What was I thinking? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Supposed to, yes. Okay, cool. DuPont. By the way, this is just a random fact, but if anybody remembers Charles DuPont, if anybody remembers God back in the 1800s when he was alive, he reminds me of like Jake Paul, but with Harry Potter glasses. Sorry. No. I can't choose a no, so. Deprecated? What? Okay. Said it twice, but with an even deeper tone. Okay. Change to a child? What the hell? So I'm gonna read chat real quick. Hey, if you could create a critical case district, what would you do? I would make it all actually align with each other. So basically not the conspiracy. Sorry, I'm just goofing around. Hi, Violet. What is it with characters? These, I'm sorry, I keep pausing, but like, I'm really curious. What is it with characters named Violet? Anyways. 3 years. As long as it takes, I'm not sure. As long as it takes. What does that mean? Okay, that's creepy. Okay. Uh-huh. The murder. The murder. I gotta get in there. You're not giving me much choice. Chief? Guys. This isn't it, Chief. This isn't it. DuPont. Yeah, you're probably right. If this chief looks like Armand or Charles DuPont, I might. Just looking for my room. I'm Sam. Yes, Sam. This ain't it, Chief. Maybe later I'll come find. Come on, let's do a reading. I want to have fun. What's my question? Will I win? Are you guilty? Oh my god. Will I win? What am I winning? Should I tell her? I feel like this is like a life or death decision right now. Oh well. Just knock if you need. Got it. Hail a cat. I could just run. Let's go to my room. Hope there's no one in here. Oh my god. I didn't realize the audio was off. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm really sorry about that. Why did you guys tell me? It's my fault, but still. Okay, the audio's back on. I'm sorry about that. You should have heard her voice. Okay. Now what? I close my eyes. Leave shifting locked. Can I do anything else? I tried pressing shift, so.
Radio August. Dark Night with Poe and Monroe.
Go to your room and hail a cab. Aren't I supposed to find... Maybe I should just wait. Aren't I supposed to find Chief DuPont? No, it's not a silent game. I'm sorry about that. It's like gray, swollen hairstyle. Well, that's actually not far off. Criminal case is very good. That's great, but that has nothing to do with this live stream. Okay, don't think we're getting anywhere with this. Let's try going to the room one more time.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
What am I supposed to do? I'm really confused. What am I... Okay, settings. Subtitles on, voiceovers on, resolution. Okay, anyways. Can't do anything with that. The lights went off. Alright, I guess we're leaving. Apparently. I don't know if I did something wrong or what. Oh, okay, visit Chief.
Good,
Alright.
you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come.
Really disappointed he doesn't look like Charles anyways.
But I suppose you're between jobs?
I'm Sam.
Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. DOROTA Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled.
Strangled?
I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
I knew it! I knew it!
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying DOROTA was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
Okay, but you didn't, like, protect DOROTA? Not Dorito.
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs? To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously.
Okay. Isn't she in jail?
Because things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in.
Uh-huh.
The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
I like how we could just say no. Nope. Can't. It's alright. Maybe another day. I'll try.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people. Or
I want to touch them.
You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Okay. Where's my badge and gun? Oh.
Do I have to spell it out?
Yeah, you do.
I'll
I'm
make
stupid.
your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
A problem? Did I murder someone myself or what?
Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled.
Okay.
This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Do you have an alibi for last night? Where was DOROTA killed? Can you just tell me about Violet? What do we know?
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
Okay. When was she killed?
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner. We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Okay, cool. Do you have an alibi for last night? Where was DOROTA killed? What do we know?
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigation?
Was that it? Wow, cool. What can you, where is she
In her
killed?
bedroom.
Bedroom.
She was naked.
Ew.
Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me.
Okay.
DOROTA had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
Oh, that's a clue. So the clue, the first clue is that the killer knows that she had a gold coin in her mouth, but only the killer. Only the killer. Makes sense.
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it.
Okay,
Thanks for
I'm
ruling
sorry.
me out, genius.
I'm sorry.
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam?
What's
What's she told you?
What she told you?
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
How do you know? Alright, what else? Oh, we already did.
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigation?
Okay. Alright, now we leave. Can we just go back to Chief? I'm not gonna do that. Guest house. There's a Violet vs. Ronan vs. Rainy vs. Lexi. Tomb Raider, go to your room. Hail a cab. Well, go talk to Violet.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already?
Nope.
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent.
Like me.
Lambs get slaughtered, though. Don't they?
Okay, that's creepy. Not like me. Never mind. She and I have really, like, we're matching hair. Hers a little bit darker red, but you know.
Nice, yes. That's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
Great. By the way, guys, not PG.
Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Where do I find her boyfriend?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church.
Gotcha.
Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Okay. So far, this is actually pretty decent. It's you're just investigating a murder. Seems like a pretty common murder investigation so far. Just a bit weird because this whole identity thing. Anyways. What were the other guests? What were we doing last night?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
Okay. Have you ever been to DOROTA's house?
No, and I didn't murder her, if that's what you're asking.
Hey, I have to be sure, okay? What are the other guests?
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Don't ask them.
Demands already? I'm only thinking of doing it.
Well, I have to set the foot down.
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety.
You think?
I'm a very anxious person.
You think? Oh my god. That's fate is for schizophrenia, ain't it?
I don't know, Dr. Sam. You tell me.
She starts spazzing out. Alright, where are we going next? Violet, Bronin, Rain, Lexi, Tomb Radio, go to your we'll go Lexi.
Hi. Sam, is it? Come on in. Make yourself
More
at
Hedges.
home.
More
Mi casa
redheads.
es su casa. Come on.
God, I haven't heard that so long.
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Suspicious. How did you know she was gonna die?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
Death, the devil, the happy squirrel. I'm gonna go happy squirrel.
You've done your research. The happy squirrel was made.
Hey, I was right.
They're not evil.
So what is the... Oh, I didn't get right.
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
You drew the Five of Swords for DOROTA.
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's DOROTA, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know. Swords in general are bad.
Yeah. Uh-huh, I can... How well do you know Bronin and now you're... Why did you come to August? What were you doing last night?
I was in... painting our nails.
Painting your nails. Yeah, yeah. Trying to see if I'll skip to another cutscene. See if I can actually see your nails.
You can ask Bronwyn. We were together.
Her nails are not painted. Not painted.
Not
Showing
together
eyes.
together. That sounded kinkier than I meant it to.
Why did you come to
The cards
August?
told us to. Well, the cards of Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
This is weird. You do whatever the cards tell you.
No. Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
Job.
I didn't say job. I said job.
You know what? I'm gonna just let it slide. I didn't hear anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tarot thing you won't understand.
Uh-huh. Sure.
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
Do you think she killed her?
No.
Alright, well, we're leaving. Bye. I'm gonna go see this Rain guy.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
Just not. What is he? He reminds me of something. I can't put my finger on it. Who?
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way. So it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
What were you doing last night?
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
Ouch. What do you believe in?
I don't believe in anything. But I also believe anything is possible, so... it's a conundrum.
What is it called when you don't have a set religion, but you have beliefs, but like you don't have a set religion? I can't remember what the word is. Agnostic. Yeah. So he's agnostic. I'm agnostic too.
I didn't know her. I know she was called DOROTA Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Oh my god. Who's the next victim? We have to.
Next victim? Whoa! Hold on a sec. We don't even know if there's going to be a next victim or not.
Aww.
We'll do another group reading soon, and then we'll have a better idea.
Let me eat real quick.
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
And? What did it tell you?
You get it piecemeal. Not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered.
Uh-huh.
Young, talented, probably red-headed.
Cool. Tell me about this barrel.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
I see it.
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Alright. We're on Bronwyn next. Have fun, bro.
Sam, is it?
Oh, you
I'm
again.
sensing you're not here for a reading.
I have some questions about the murder. How'd you predict the murder? Where were you at 9 p.m. last night? Can I see the Mercury Tarot? Where were you at 9 p.m. last night?
In my room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
Uh-huh. Saved you didn't leave your room all night.
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask.
What's this game? It's called the Shapeshifting Detective. We're solving a murder investigation. So it's kind of like Criminal Case, except apparently we can shapeshift. I don't know.
Sure. I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
What's your questions about
Chief
that?
Dupont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth.
Except you predicted her murder.
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
Alright. Well, how did you predict
We
the
saw it
murder?
in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Uh-huh. Right. Can't you ask who the killer is? Right.
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Alright. Mercury Tarot.
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them.
Okay.
Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Ooh. Guys, what do you think? Do we let it ask us a question? I'm not sure. It's a tough choice. Got a scam phone call. Let's go with... Nah, I'm told not to trust her. No.
There's nothing particularly special about it, apart from where it's from, what it does, and how it behaves.
Alright, we're just gonna leave. Sorry, I do kind of regret taking that a little bit. Not taking it, I mean. Did I visit all 4 of these guys? I did visit Lexi, right? Right, okay, yeah, I did. Alright, so now we're gonna leave. Actually, let's go back to our room, see.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Oh, so now I can... Oh, it's connecting now. Okay, so the shapeshifting thing... Now I can talk to other people as Chief. Whoa. I'm gonna try that. Okay, let's go. Let's talk to Violet.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
Claude.
How's Bronwyn? What were you doing last night?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
Can't be that young.
What were you doing last night?
We already asked that question, so we don't need to. Oh, it might have given us a different answer. Let's see. We're gonna go to my room. We're gonna try this again, but we're gonna go with Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Okay. Let's try this out. So I can hail a cab as Violet. That's really cool. This is really cool already. Like, you can mix and match. Oh, this is so interactive. All right. Lexi visit Rains.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant evening last night?
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you? I didn't see you around yesterday evening.
Oh no, was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since... for ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
I don't think that's what you meant.
No. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Oh, thank God. I'll try not to let it happen again.
Oh, she's hiding something, I can tell. I mean, it's obvious she's hiding something, but what is she hiding? Okay, I'm gonna go back to my room. I'm going to play as... her. Ronan.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Or Bronwyn.
I'm Bronwyn.
Okay. This is really cool. This just got a lot cooler. Alright.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on DOROTA?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
Right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Birmingham? Stop it? Birmingham?
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
If it follows the same pattern as Birmingham, we're looking at 2 more victims.
2 more. So we might actually have 2 more deaths on our hands. Cool. I mean, not really cool, but you know, whatever.
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna swap back between these 3 a lot. Let's go to her.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Okay. This is really, like, next level. Alright,
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
No. I'm just worried.
Just worried. That's it? Okay. I'm not sure, but everyone you talk to were fidgeting somewhat by the looks of it. Me thinks they might be hiding something. Question is what?
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Violet. I didn't see her last night, did you?
You think she's the murderer?
I'm not sure I'd go that far, but it's definitely suspicious.
New clues.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave. The police want alibis from everyone for last night. Bronwyn says you're suspicious. The police want alibis.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Bronwyn says you're suspicious.
Bronwyn says I'm suspicious.
Crazy,
Incredible.
right?
She's suspicious, turning up and saying someone will die, and then they die.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Have you been speaking to Sam?
Yeah.
You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
We're not gonna play that. Just say, you know, thanks and everything.
I can use the money, to be honest.
Okay. So I think we're gonna go back to Sam and yeah, we're gonna return to Sam. Return to Sam, and we're gonna go to the cab. We're gonna go to the other guy's house, and then we're gonna kind of go back and forth and see what we can do. Hail a cab.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet.
Oh, that's creepy.
That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Either creepy or kinky. Kian, I'm so scared. Oh, I can move on to the next chapter. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna keep investigating. The chief is a guest house. Let's go report back to the chief. Hello.
pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder.
Okay.
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Okay. We go back to guest house, I guess. Criminal case, go to Secret Agent A88, please. Stop asking. Let's see. We weren't him yet, so.
Hello, I'm Rain.
I want to see Oscar. Maybe we'll see him in the next chapter. I want to get as much evidence as I can, because I don't want to miss a detail. Violet, Bronwyn, Lexi.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here. What we did, like our role in the murder. The real reason, what we did last night.
Oh God. What we did last night is
our role.
As far as Sam's concerned, me and Lexi were together and you were praying in your room.
So they weren't.
It's half true, at least.
Half true. One of it is a lie. We need to figure out which half of that is a lie. So either he wasn't praying, or those two weren't together in the same room.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
Ooh. I think Bronwyn might be lying.
The chief thinks she killed DOROTA.
Maybe she did kill DOROTA.
Nah, that doesn't sound right. Oh, she disappeared. Oh, I knew it. Wait, okay, I got an idea. Let's go over, let's turn into Violet. And then we'll find out where she is, I guess.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Okay, where is she? Alright.
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
Ah, not gonna happen.
No, thank you.
Actually, should we? No, I don't want her to die.
Okay.
Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
Your name's written on the inside cover.
She got me. No, sorry. Clicked wrong. Trying to go to Rain. Rain.
Mrs. Gallagher. An unexpected pleasure.
Violet Gallagher.
How long are you planning to be here?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave. Or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know DOROTA was going to die? Why?
We didn't know she was definitely going to die. Only that she was definitely in danger of dying. Tarot cards can tell you a lot when you know what you're looking for.
Did I already talk to her? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try this one more time.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Like I said, I'm trying to get everything. I'm trying to be thorough. I'm trying to do this properly. We're almost an hour into this. Alright, I'm gonna go back and visit Lexi. No, nothing. Dang it. Alright. Alright, then we'll be the chief one more time and we'll go through everyone.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Alright,
Chief DuPont. What a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Who are you really, Bronwyn Castle?
Does it bother you, Chief DuPont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white?
No.
You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am?
I think you're a murderer.
You're a con artist. You're a murderer. You're a con artist.
I haven't asked anyone for a penny.
It's not exactly what that, I mean, can detail. You can do it without money. Anyways.
Good evening, Chief DuPont.
Dorota's family, what does the tarot say about them?
I can do a reading if you want.
Please don't tell me I'm gonna die.
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
It means
Bronwyn
that she lost
been arrested?
And they went fishing and they swam in the sea and became mermaids.
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character. If you play D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police? Have you, Lexi, ever been...
No. Not to my knowledge. She's sweet and innocent. Or haven't you picked up on that yet?
Hello.
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done?
Just want to talk, jeez.
Tell me about Bronwyn. Why are you here in August? What were you doing last night? Tell me about Bronwyn.
She's an Aquarius, her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know?
Why did she murder him?
Is she your leader? Are you prepared to go to jail for her? Are you
Jail? What for? I haven't done anything wrong.
aiding and abetting a criminal?
I'll aid and abet Bronwyn to the day I die, but she's not a criminal.
Why are you here? What were you...
Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on her. Bronwyn can vouch for me.
Why are you
Actually,
here?
she might not be able to.
Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
Do you know anyone here?
No, I can honestly swear I don't know any Augustives? Augustonians? Augustins until we got here.
Augustins, okay. Alright. I think we've covered just about everything. So we're gonna swap back and we're gonna go into chapter 2. Turn us in. But I know that someone for the tarot readers is hiding something. Because they said there was a half chance or something. So it's either that Bronwyn and Lexi weren't in the same room together last night, or weren't in their rooms, or he wasn't doing tarot stuff. I can't remember what he was doing. He wasn't praying, right? I think it was him. I don't think it was praying. I think he might actually be the killer. That's my guess. I'm gonna go with Rain as a killer. We're gonna hail a cab. And we're gonna visit Chief one more time, then we're gonna do chapter 2.
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related.
Maybe they
That's
drugged
it.
her. Alright, cool. Let's go to the next chapter.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer.
Yep.
The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist,
I've heard
was
this
found
already.
in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just
It's
strangulation.
just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet.
Once again, weird.
That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Alright, chapter 2. What? Keep investigating. Oh, here we go. Okay, chapter 2. Let's do it. Let's go to Oscar.
Who are you?
I'm Kian. I'm a shapeshifting. That I can just tell him. I'm not gonna do that, but man, that'd be funny if I just like. I am a shapeshifting detective.
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them.
Did you see Dorota yesterday? Would you tell me about Dorota's parents? How long were you dating Dorota?
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
I left at about 5.
Where were you about 9 p.m. last night?
Playing football. It was just 5 aside. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
Okay. Dorota's parents.
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music. Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
Okay.
No one. She was really popular.
Was hiding in her room.
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place you could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose
Then you'd
someone
have to
could
come
hidden
out.
in the closet.
Must be a big closet.
Yeah, it's big enough for 2 people to have sex in.
Wow. Okay. Straight to the point.
Not 4.
Oh wow, dude. You don't. You don't have to be so explicit, dude. You don't have to explain it like that. Like, you could say you can fit a bowl in there. You don't have to be like, you can literally have sex in there, all 4s. Like, go at it, you know?
She had a few kinks, nothing weird.
Okay. Murder game. My sister is very confused right now. It's best for you. I'll explain later.
I don't know. I want you to explain now.
No.
I want you to explain. What are you doing to my brother? Hello, world. Hello, world.
Oh my god, can it wait?
Hello, world. No, not anymore. Aww.
Okay. Can I just finish this up, please?
Wait. No more talk of that. You're too young. Listen, make sure he behaves himself.
Okay.
Make sure he behaves. I'm just saying.
Can I just finish this? Jeez.
What?
Can I just finish this? Jeez. Alright. Little sister or big sister? That's my big sister. Anyways, let's finish this.
Yeah, a band from the 60s. I'm not discussing this with you.
In the closet. Not me.
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Alright.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright? Yep, that's what he told me too. Not a suspect.
Well, who is on your suspect list?
Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them.
I'd have the boyfriend. I'd add Violet suspicious.
Any reason for saying that?
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
I think there's something between those two. I think that they might be hand in hand with this murder.
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night.
Oh, this is just...
Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, DOROTA had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange.
Maybe she was cheating.
Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. That's it.
Alright. Let's go to the guest house. I wonder if I can change to Oscar now.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
I didn't know that. I can. Well, see, now I'm nervous. Alright, so let's hold off from doing any ability. Let's just talk first. Oh. Why would someone kill her?
She flaunts herself. Her body.
Mm-hmm.
Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother? Ask Zack Weston. He took them. Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
Mm-hmm. Ah, I get that. Different.
Know about you? Or what is there to know about you, Sam? I just mean people have an act. A facade. Oscar seems nice, but for all I know, he tears pretty girls apart. Zack's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
Thank you. I appreciate that, even though these are automated responses.
At Weston's Photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there.
Okay. How do you know that?
I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Let's go visit everyone else, then we're gonna go to whatever his name is. Hi there. Ooh.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today.
Tell me the truth.
Fine. Jeeve Tupon was breathing down our necks, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true.
So she lied about Alibis. So that was the lie. We figured out which one the lie was. Okay.
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. No, I wouldn't know how. I'm a tarot reader, not a medium. Maybe I should have pretended, though. Made up some fake message from her to give him some comfort.
I'm not gonna ask that.
I don't actually believe in the spirit world. Well, not as you know it, anyway.
Okay. Why'd you lie about
To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
I don't believe that. That was probably a lie itself.
Rain's a big boy. He can handle himself. Besides, I'd be highly suspicious if Rain claimed to be doing anything else other than reading on a Monday night. That's pretty much all he does every night.
Oh, we got new information. He wasn't praying, he was reading. Liar.
Sam, what can I do for you? We're trying to save people.
Not working.
I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them. We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
So the tarot didn't... Whoa.
It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards. But considering we'd never heard of DOROTA Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise. No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Where were you before August?
Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is... Let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
Personal affair.
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Tell me more with the Ouija board.
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out DOROTA.
How does it work?
Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here.
Time travel is real.
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Lexi. I'm gonna swap back to Rain to talk to Bronwyn and convince to talk back to me.
Hi Sam, back for more already?
Why did you lie about your alibi?
I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
Depends on why you lied.
Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though, cross my heart and hope to die. No, I think Bronwyn met him though.
Okay. What for and when?
This morning. He only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say.
Tell me about your Ouija.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works?
Do. Let's hear it anyway.
Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars and space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that.
Go on.
We're so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got DOROTA's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead.
Wow.
I know. Mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing, guys. Tell me about the traveler.
Traveler? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
Rain told me all about it.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Cheeky. Are you flirting with me?
Can I say yes? Should I say... Why not?
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
I gotcha. Alright. That's funny. Alright, we're gonna go to our room.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Roman.
Don't forget the group reading, Ray. By which I mean, if you see Lexi, tell her not to forget the group reading.
What's the plan?
We still don't know what we're dealing with. There's every chance that it could just be a normal human murder.
What if it's not a normal human murder?
Then we have to assume that it's some kind of traveler.
Traveler?
A traveler from where? Like in Birmingham?
Yeah, like in Birmingham.
What do you think of Sam?
Ooh.
Oh, I'll totally hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
I hear Sam likes you too.
We're using him to...
Really? Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I am a total babe.
It's funny. Okay. Cool. Don't think... I got an idea. We're gonna go as her, and then we're gonna go as Oscar and go through everyone.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
So we only have a limited amount, as was told. But I don't know when it stops. Like, you know? Rain, Lexi.
Oh, Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Huh?
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me?
She's mine. Back off.
Why are you looking at me like that? Anyway, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes. No.
Where were you? Ron, don't mess me around. You're scaring me.
I was at DOROTA's house.
No. No, you weren't. I don't know why you're saying that, but I know Bronwyn Castle and she's no murderer. Just drop the act.
She didn't like that. Hey, Rain.
You can tell Sam about Birmingham. What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
What did you tell the police you were doing?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading? The police think it's me, don't they?
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Bron, are you okay?
Are they getting suspicious? Do you think they're gonna get suspicious? I hope not.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Hi.
DOROTA had a boyfriend.
Oscar, the guy I met this morning? The one I told you about. Yes.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance. Forgiveness.
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
That's all I wanted to know. Okay. I'll return to Sam. It's really in depth. Like, you have so much to go through. No, nothing? Oh, he's gonna tell me about the thing now. Nothing new?
It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work. Through energy. Tarot cards, runes, Ouija boards. They're just devices for asking questions and receiving answers. But energy is what powers them.
Right. Violet right now really seems the least suspicious. Let's go Oscar for everyone.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
Is it? Oh, is it just not gonna give me the context to talk to anyone? Bronwyn disappeared. Cool. Rain disappeared. Wait, what? What happened? All three of them are gone. At least for me. Okay. Let's see. We can go to Oscar with one of these 5. Or Oscar. Well, we're not gonna go to my own house. Okay. Let's see if there's anything new to learn with Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
It tells me that I have like a limited time to actually, or a limited number of uses before it runs out. But oh, Sans girlfriend, thank you for subscribing. Alright.
I changed your sheets last night, and you weren't here.
That's impossible. I was in that room praying the entire time, and those sheets have definitely not been changed, I can assure you. Are you trying to frame me?
Can't even say yes or no. And Lexi is still gone. Wonder where Lexi went. Alright, let's go with Chief.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
Are you threatening me? Who is Mr. Hedges?
Exactly.
What?
Mr. Hedges. The man you asked me to put up, who then, you know, died.
And then what?
And then we buried him together so nobody would find out any of this ringing any bells.
We buried someone together?
Not literally speaking. You took the body and you said you'd bury it, but, you know, I'm an accomplice. We'd both be going down.
Oh, so he actually made a crime. So we actually can... Oh, no way. So he is actually a criminal.
You have a recognizable knock, Chief DuPont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boyfriend?
I've met him once, yes.
Just the once?
This morning.
What did you talk about?
The weather and some other things which I'm not at liberty to discuss.
Nope.
Feel free to ask him, though.
Nope. Liar. Lies. Because she said that she was talking to him about something else. Like they were doing tarot readings and everything, not just the weather. Alright, Rain's gone. I'll take a wild guess and say that Lexi is gone again as well. Oh, no, I just clicked Rain. Oops. Lexi. Yep. Alright. Alright. Actually, I want to try something. I want to try doing Oscar and taking a cab back to my own house.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Let's see if I can take a cab back to my own house. I can visit the chief.
Oscar? What are you doing here?
I want to help.
I know. We've already talked about this. You said you'd get into Bronwyn Castle's room somehow and have a look around.
Why? How? Why?
To find evidence that ties her into Dorota's murder? Maybe you're not the right man for this job.
But how does he know it's not me? There. That's confusing. So I can't go back to my own house. Alright. For Bronwyn. Can I not do anything? Apparently not. Okay. Violet and go visit the chief.
Hello, I'm Violet.
This is really in depth.
Violet.
Like, you got a lot to do. Nope, not room. Hail a cab. Chief.
Violet.
Sam knows about Mr. Hedges.
I'll handle it, Violet. Just get back to the guest house. Unless something else you need?
Nope, apparently not. Oscar. Or not. Oscar's gone. Alright, that was interesting. Alright. Let's go to her and go to the chief. And then we're just gonna go back.
Hi.
And find something.
I'm Bronwyn.
Kim, I guess that you like clue the game. Yeah, I know what it is. It's very confusing, at least to me. I haven't played it much, so.
Miss Castle. More unexpected pleasures.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say about me?
Something about a message you wouldn't deliver? Did you want him to be a special friend? Is that why you killed his girlfriend?
I didn't kill Dorota. You have no proof.
You don't know what we've got, Miss Castle. That's between Sam and I.
I was nowhere near Dorota last night.
You said you were with another one of the readers. All I'm saying is that Violet didn't recall seeing any of you.
Violet doesn't remember where she was.
She tell you that? She's playing with you to get you to open up.
Oops. Oh no, I think I did tell her. Okay.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No. Yes. She forgives you. Yes. She says you know who killed her.
Oh god, what do I choose?
She said what? Why would she say that? She'd never have said that. Why are you lying to me?
I'm probably confused.
I knew. Maybe it's someone I know? Is that what she means?
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction.
Sorry. Just tilting that. Okay. We're gonna go back. Guest house. That's all I've got. I've run out of stuffs. We're just gonna go back to Sam. Or to the chief. See what else he can do. Nope. Is there anything else I can do now? I'm just checking to see if anything new. Nope. Why does she look familiar to me? That actress. I feel like I know who that is. I can't remember though.
Tedious and fiddly. Yet the soft scratching on the pencil had a soothing quality.
Hello, cab.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Was that one of the roads? Hello, Chief. Ooh. Alright.
There he goes. Got any proof? Good work, Sam. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Violet told you about Mr. Hedges?
Yep. What if I say no to that? Might be a smarter way. I'm gonna go yes.
Mr. Hedges was one of August's homeless. Actually, probably our only homeless person. We're pretty well off here.
Is that his actual name?
No, we called him Mr. Hedges because, well, that's where we found him.
And what happened?
I asked Violet to put him up one night, and of all the nights he could have died, he croaked it at the guest house.
Oh, no. I'm not going that far. I can't.
Violet thinks it's a big secret, but it's not. I'll spare you the details.
You look out, I can go much further. What do we know?
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Roman and Lexi lied about their alibis. I'm thinking what to do about it. Apparently, Lexi used a Ouija board to get DOROTA's name. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, DOROTA had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. And finally, you pulled the name Zack Weston from somewhere, saying he's the town photographer? I've never run into him. Still, I guess I'm not in the papers that much. That's it.
Alright. Well. Can we go to Oscar? Yeah. Okay, we can. Why did you go to see Bronwyn? Did Rover talk about tarot?
That's personal. I can't really explain it. I'm just floating at the moment.
I feel like I know all these actors.
Nothing seems real. Yeah, but she said she couldn't, so... No, not to me anyway. She wasn't into fortune telling or any of that stuff. Yeah, Chief DuPont told me. He thinks it's one of them that killed her. Bronwyn?
Bronwyn said DOROTA kissed her? Where's that coming from? Alright, we're just gonna leave, I guess. Alright, next chapter. Let's move on.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old DOROTA Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Next chapter. Alright, so now I can visit Zack.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
Okay. Are you Zack West and you're friends with him?
Yes. What do you want?
With me.
The Shores. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
DOROTA, jerk.
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. DOROTA? I remember now.
Oh, that seems kind of fake.
For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat. If you ask me to drive there without my sat-nav, no. Friends, yes. I know Violet very well.
How well?
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
Ew.
I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
Okay. Great. Why are you whispering now?
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Can anyone confirm that?
Only the roof rats. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
See a person. A couple flowers. I don't see what you see, no.
Nothing. She's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
Any other pictures?
What do you mean? Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography?
No. I'm gonna Google that. Give me a moment, people. I got this. Boudoir photography. This is cheating a little bit, but I'm just... Okay.
DOROTA saw my boudoir set and asked me to take some shots. It's all very tasteful. A lot of women have them done as gifts for their husbands or boyfriends or girlfriends, I suppose. She didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume.
No? Who's that? Never heard of him. Who what? Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them? I get it now. That's why you were asking about Zack Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
Alright. What? There's certain people I can't be anymore. Oh, I can't be the females anymore. Oh no. Did I use that up or something? I don't know.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
Ugh, do we really have to? How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it. He says he loves me, that I'm the only one for him. But he doesn't look at me in the same way he looks at his photographs. I can see it. He hungers for a younger, filthier version of me. Can't be someone else. The heart wants what the heart wants, Sam.
What was that?
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
Why did the Traveller want 3 victims?
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Oh, okay, I just figured out why I couldn't play Bronwyn or Lexi.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Some religions talk of demons, but they don't actually exist. Travelers can get inside us and make it look like we're possessed, hence the demons. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
Okay. You know Zack Weston.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he... Oh no. He did mention DOROTA.
What about it?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was DOROTA Shaw.
Okay.
I'm Zack Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Alright. We're gonna finish up the stream in about 5-ish minutes. I just want to do this real quick.
Zack! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me? Are you happy DOROTA's dead? Why don't you...
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about DOROTA. Are you happy?
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what? Is that why you killed her?
Homewreckers. Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about DOROTA.
Are you happy?
I wonder if I can get in this ring.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
If I can get into the other girls' rooms as Rain. See? Nope. These two are locked off, which is weird.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
There's not much for this one. Violet? Nope. Nope, just the room. Okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna go...
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Gonna go to Zack. And he's not here.
Sensing the thing with Bronwyn went badly.
Why did you put me up to it?
I need all hands on deck. You're a hand. At least I thought you were.
Nothing happened.
Never mind. At least you tried.
Is there anything else I can do?
No, you've done enough. I'll keep up my end of the bargain, make those speeding tickets go away, though technically, you'd have more points than a hedgehog if I kept them. And if I do catch you speeding in August again, Oscar, instant ban. Capiche?
Capiche?
It's language. That makes me look cool. You can go now.
I don't really know what to do. What are we missing? Oh, I think it's like you have to get all the clues before you can go into the next chapter and everything. Got it.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Rain is nowhere to be seen. Think I can do much.
Chief? Again?
Did DOROTA have any online friends?
She didn't really use any social networks. Didn't have the time. Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or groups? Do you have...
No, she didn't email much. She checked the messages on her phone. What is it you're looking for?
Anything that helps solve the murder.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
I understand that you knew DOROTA Shaw.
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her?
As far as I know. I meet a lot of people through work. Some are more memorable than others. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
What type of photos do you take?
For the paper? Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography?
Sometimes, if that's what the client wants. Are you asking for yourself, or...?
It's for the case.
Of course.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
After Violet, we're gonna actually, I think we'll move on to the next chapter, or just catch up with Chief or something. No, okay. Let's try hailing a cab. Chief, Oscar, Zack. Let's see if Zack or Oscar are there.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Oh, great.
Did you hear about DOROTA? I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here. Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity? Were you sleeping with her?
Violet?
Oh.
I only have eyes for you.
Sure.
That's not what I heard.
This again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point. It's just, you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
And that's it. I'm really creeped out now. Chief. Chief isn't here. This isn't it, Chief. What Oscar? Oscar is gone too. Alright, so we're gonna go back now. And we're gonna go back to Sam. And we are gonna go back to Chief and just report, and then we'll move on to the next chapter. We were actually probably close to the ending of this chapter. New content, what's this? This game's called the Shapeshifting Detective. We actually played it last stream, so you might want to catch up on that. Or just
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update.
Oh boy.
Police investigating the death of 21-year-old DOROTA Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I know that was a joke, but that was a really bad joke. Just letting you know. Alright, we're gonna go back to Chief.
If you have anything else on Zack Weston, let me know. That's what he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now. I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of DOROTA, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one.
Why are you guys talking about aliens in the chat?
And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then. Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork.
Alright, what do we know?
Zack Weston says he was in his studio last night. Rain met Zack already, touting for work. Zack told Rain DOROTA would be alone last night. Zack says he's sleeping with Violet, which I doubt. Zack did other photo sessions with DOROTA. Boudoir. I wonder what else he's not telling us. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted.
Alright.
Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that DOROTA had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Alright, well, guess it's time to move on. Did we talk to Oscar? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Okay. We talked to Zack, obviously. Next chapter, I guess.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old DOROTA Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the...
Guys, seriously, why are we talking about aliens? Is there a reason? I'm really confused.
The murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cap.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
It sure is. Next chapter.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
Oh no.
So 5 of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Uh-oh. Someone's finna die.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands.
Wow, you just jinxed yourself there.
This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all 3 again?
1 in 474,552.
Thanks, mathematician.
I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a 10 of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder.
But who?
Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Monroe.
Oh, the announcer chick. Oh, okay. Well, I think we're gonna go visit Alice. If she's dead, I swear to God. Hi.
You must be Sam.
Hi, Alice. Don't die, please. I'd appreciate you not dying.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First DOROTA, now me.
Did you know DOROTA? Tell me about Poe. Do you know Zack Weston? Did you know DOROTA?
Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long. Only a few weeks.
My criminal case instincts are telling me that that's a lie.
We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show.
But after the show?
After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me.
Ooh.
I was so shocked. She was so attractive.
Uh-huh.
So I kissed her back.
Whoa! It's getting spicy. Tell me about Poe. Do you know Zack?
This is just between us, right?
Just between us. Yes, just between us.
We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But DOROTA was my friend, and I liked making her happy.
Okay, then. Fool around, you have no friends. I'll be your friend! I don't want to rub it in. I think I can guess what fooled around means.
Poe and DOROTA. People I say hi to. I have thousands of followers and subscribers, and they keep me feeling warm when I'm down, but they're not friends.
I can relate to this girl so much, just in a different way.
I do get the odd stalker, but that isn't something anyone wants.
That's true.
Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show.
Right. Have you had any private sessions with him? What do you think of him?
No. Zack keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but DOROTA did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing.
I can tell. Tell me about Poe.
We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend.
I think I'm gonna meet this Poe guy eventually. Partners or friends? Where do I find him? I think it's
He's on air at the moment, but he'll be finished at 8:30.
8:30. I bet that'll be the next chapter. Where were you last night?
On air. We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding.
Did you know that DOROTA had a boyfriend?
Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else.
Something else?
I said some guys like to watch. So tell him it would be sexy if he could look, but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked.
By the way, this isn't a family-friendly, in case you missed the last stream, not a very family-friendly PG clean game. Just let you know. I was trying to see, how did it work?
The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be.
I'm thinking. Oscar has an alibi. He was playing football last night.
That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker?
The jump cuts are a little bit weird.
It was her mom's. She was saving it in case she ever got married. No. Sorry.
I really hope she doesn't die.
I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up.
Maybe she surpassed it.
What do you think that means, Sam?
I think it means they're gonna die.
I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting DOROTA's death. Or mine.
Ooh.
That sounds reassuring. I hope it's not just words, Sam.
You have my word.
You've kind of just asked about DOROTA since you got here.
I will protect you. Oh, and I can't even say anything else. Alright, bye.
Sam, you forgot your phone.
Meanie. Alright. Let's catch up. Let's go to Zack. Got anything new for me, Zack? Very cheesy. Do you know Alice Monroe?
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. Always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
That's creepy. Hi, Oscar. And you're disappeared. Cool. Hi, Chief.
Sam, do me a favor, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
I think that's a secret. Alright, So I think I can change as Alice now, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Violet, Bronwyn, Rain, Lexi. Hi, Bronwyn. Do you know Zack Weston?
No. I can do a reading if you want.
Should I actually let her do a reading? I'm curious. Should I actually let her do a reading of Zack Weston? Might be worth it. Why not? Whatever.
Chariot.
Chariot.
Is Zack a suspect?
Yes, he is.
I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? A little bit. What did you want to know?
What is a rite?
A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony.
How do you know about travelers?
We've all known about them for hundreds of years. We just know them by different names. Demons, skinwalkers, Jack the Ripper. They're all travelers.
Wasn't Jack the Ripper a serial killer, though? Ah. Or were there 3 victims this time?
3 attempts? Yes, that's likely. But 3 victims? That's up to you, Sam. No pressure.
Oh, thanks. Haha, thanks.
Was it a gold coin?
I think so.
That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing.
I think it was a gold
It's a
coin,
bit
alright?
showy, but there's no guarantees. I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing.
They both know the killers. They're both redheads. Do they both know the killers?
Not necessarily. If it's a traveler, then they just jump into any vessel, have their fun and go. It just needs to be someone nearby.
I need your help. Shoot. Alright. Going for it, I guess.
Yes, of course. Anything.
Keep an eye on Violet, trying to find out more from Mercury. What is this? Shapeshifting detective. We already did a previous stream on it, and this is the second one.
I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
Alright. I'm gonna stay away from Violet for now. I'm gonna go back with Chief later. And then I'm gonna go back as myself. Rain. Hi, buddy. I'm sorry, I know my camera's lagging like that. Not sure why.
Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris.
Yuri's a dude.
He worked as a butcher.
Yuri's a girl's name.
He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other.
Oh, cool.
We couldn't stop it.
So he was a serial killer.
He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon.
So this was recent.
We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveler.
So he's not a traveler. I actually answered both my questions there. Rain. Is it Lexi? Hi, Lexi.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help.
Do you really want to help?
Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
I have a few questions. Find out what you can from the Ouija board. Find out what you can from Zack Weston. We'll go Ouija board, because that's all around, you know.
You got it. Me and the spirit world are going to have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
Good. Alright, bye-bye. Alright. Should we visit Violet now or after? Alright, we'll go as the chief now.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Thanks, that's really reassuring.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Go, Violet.
Claude.
Claude?
Violet, there's been a UFO sighted on a night that you can't remember.
Shh. Claude, I told you never to speak about this. Wait. So you think it's real?
I need you to tell Sam what happened. It'll help.
Help what? Me? I'll think about it.
That was a completely random fact. Maybe I'm not caught up. I don't know.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you DOROTA was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Wow, cold. Cold. Rain's disappeared. I assume Lexi will be the same. Yep. Alright, gonna hail a cab. Oscar, Zack, Ellis. Ellis.
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's really worrying you?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything.
Hey,
what's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening?
I'm trying.
How do we stop me from dying?
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Sure.
Is it about the Boudoir photo?
What did you want to ask?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was playing football, and there was loads of witnesses. How?
Everyone is a suspect.
It's ridiculous.
We're just trying to...
Is it about the Boudoir photos?
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
I'm just in shock all the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
Okay. Zack. Creepy. Guest house. I don't know where to go to next. Actually, I do. I'll go as Ellis. But we're gonna return to Sam for like a second to go to Violet. Get that extra info of whatever he's talking about. Violet. Oh, it's the creepy girl again.
Excellent work. Gold star for you.
Is that her daughter?
Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia.
Goddaughter. So not our
She's
actual
over
daughter.
9, and she's a maths genius.
Uh-huh. Hello. You're
I have
creepy.
to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise, I might have to smother you in your sleep.
Great, cool. Can I help you?
What's your name?
I'm the boogeyman. we're gonna go with Sam.
I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you.
Sophia.
Do you want to know a secret?
No, I really don't. But sure.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship.
Great.
She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you?
We'll start with, do you know Alice Monroe?
Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio. I don't really want to.
But you're going to. Tell me.
About a month ago. The guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
All I could hear was dripping.
Dripping?
Cold tap.
Okay, weird.
Drip. Drip.
Creepy.
And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times.
5?
Even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal.
Do you actually disappear?
As far as I know, I've gone. She has a wicked imagination for her age.
Don't know which question to ask.
I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills.
Man, I need some pills. I have a headache.
I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont.
Mm-hmm.
And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
So...
No. Not even the moon.
Okay.
It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on.
She's definitely got something. She has to.
They rearrange us like decorations. Suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts. Bruises. Memories.
All right, we're gonna swap. Let's go with Ellis. That was weird. Just.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
This is just weird. I wonder if I play as her, can I actually die? Like, not just, like, have her killed, but can I die if I am using her as a shapeshift or something? I don't know. Oh, maybe... Oh, because I'm shapeshifting, I'm not technically them. Or am I? If I'm not technically them, then can I get killed and save Ellis? I'm really confused, alright. Bronwyn's disappeared. I take a wild guess that everyone else has too. Yep. Alright. So, pretty much the only person right now is Violet. And she's not even here. So, when you play as Ellis, you get absolutely nothing. Cool. Zack. Not even Zack. Oscar. Nope, not Oscar. How about Chief? Not even Chief. What's the point of letting me play as Ellis if I can't do anything? Literally nothing. Legendary Gamer says, hi, hello.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
What a day. Ellis Monroe, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
Oh no, I'm next!
Should we be worried about Violet?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Then that possibly means she's already been a traveller target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads?
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
Okay, cool. So I didn't think I was gonna have to tell him about Violet's secret, and I did. Got some dust on my shirt. Anyways, Lexi.
Bron, what are we gonna do about Ellis?
What would you do about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them?
So I don't think it's gonna be any of these three. I just don't think it will be. My guess right now, it was Rain. It might still be Rain. I think my best guess is Rain, Violet, or Zack. Could be Oscar. Rain, Violet, Zack, or Oscar. Rain is at the lowest of that list, of those four. I think the highest is probably Zack. Then Oscar, then Violet. Anyways.
Restraining them? Talking to them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Ron.
Should have. I kind of lost focus with what I was saying. It's my fault. Did I say anything to Violet?
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Did it really? Can it predict the murderer? No. Of course not. You'd have done that already.
I bet it... Oh, it could be the chief still. Because everybody has an alibi, but, you know, could be pre-recorded, could be a bunch of different things. Yo, what if it was Ellis? And she's... It's just like a weird turn of cards. Because I don't know what to do. I'm actually confused. Let's go Rain. Let's go for the 3 and see if we can do anything different.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us.
With our track record. If she gets killed anywhere near us, we'll be sent to jail, whether we did it or not.
That's cold.
I'm just being practical. Ellis's fate is in our hands. Ours isn't.
Well. There we go.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
Creepy and...
So, Ellis Monroe.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really?
No, not really. But I don't have many options. I'm asking everyone how I can help, so maybe I actually can help this time.
Probably got anything for us?
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter. At that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
Where does that come from? No offense to this game. It's a good game, but there are a lot of weird turns. Just throwing that out there, guys. Just letting you know.
What makes you say that, Rain?
Yeah, what makes you say
Is
that?
there something about her aura?
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go as Bronwyn again. Or no.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Messed up.
I'm Bronwyn.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and talk to you with her again. Hi, Violet. Nothing. Cool.
Lexi Korn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Because you're immortal.
I'm gonna stick around until you're sick of the sight of me, alright? I'm not in any danger. Ellis is in danger. Sam's in danger.
Am I the third victim? Or is she just saying that to say that? I might, according to that, I might be the third victim. Oh, this just got spicy. Alright. Hi, Rain. You seem concerned.
Our job is so stressful.
It's so ass.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil. Generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by trans-dimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Transdimensional evil?
I'll read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, 0.
Okay. Nothing. Oh, I clicked her first when I forgot. We're gonna go visit Ellis. Not here. Cool. Chief? Nope. I'm just trying to visit everyone to see if I can get anyone.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi? I like it. It's got an edge.
Ew. This guy creeps me out.
You're dating I know what you did to Dorota. Dorota says she knew you. You're dating Violet, aren't you?
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks.
Oh no! If I say yes, I'm probably gonna die.
Sure.
I don't want to. But I'm really curious. No. He's getting one anyways? Oh. Seems deadly seeing it's poured from a literal skull.
A little bit won't hurt.
A little bit will hurt. I'll probably die.
You're dating Violet, aren't you? You're dating Violet, aren't you? You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what she told
That's not what you told Sam.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
Creepy.
What do you mean, handle her?
I know how to talk to her. She's a sweetheart when you get to know her.
I know what you did to Dorota.
Should I?
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
I want to say it's him, but I think that he's too creepy to the point where it'd be obvious if it was him. Alright. Alright, we'll go back to ESS. That's new info. I like the new info. You have to play this game very, very strategically. Let's see if we can go as Oscar to visit.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Well, we'll find out in a sec, Oscar. Nope. I was just gonna try with Violet first. I'm not gonna try with the, whatever I'm called. Ellis.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
That's the only thing I could ask. Oh my god. I don't want to ask. But you know what? As an investigator, I have to.
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her?
I don't want to sound... Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
You want to make it up to me?
I don't know what I should do, but maybe I should. Maybe it'll give me more info. I'm not just here for, you know, what would probably do. What's that? If you're asking what the game is, it's Shapeshifting Detective. I did a stream about it previously. I'm gonna ask this, but it's really creepy.
How?
Maybe if I knew what DOROTA saw in you, it'd help.
Oh no! I have no other choice. It's so creepy.
What do you mean?
We should sleep together.
God. So creepy. It's so creepy. Do you... Oh, should I really ask this? I don't think it's gonna help anyway, but... I'm really debating this, guys. Does anybody else have any interference before I just do it? Anyone not want me to say this? Because I can still technically opt out. I have the delete button.
We should sleep together. We should sleep together. We should sleep together.
Fine.
That's fair. I'll just freshen up and...
She said yes?
You can put it in me.
Oh my god, no.
While I think of Dorota's cold, lifeless body. That way, at least one of us is still thinking of her. You can go now.
Okay, I thought she was actually about to say yes. I can't go back now. Okay. Dude. That was the creepiest thing. I should have just said I forgive you. That wasn't gonna help anyway.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
It's a picture.
That's DOROTA.
And what if I showed you this?
Alice Monroe.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
And if I do this?
Yeah, I get what you mean, dude.
No? Anything?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
Okay. I think I'm done with this chapter. I think I've creeped myself out enough, honestly. What if, as Ellis, I can go to Oscar?
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Nope, nothing. I might have already done that, I don't know. Alright, let's go back. We're just gonna go straight to the point. Which just get this done and over with.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old DOROTA Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe.
Poe creeps me out a bit. Maybe it's him. I can visit Poe now. Let's go to...
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
What have you got on rain?
Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
Ooh. What did he do?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts.
When was this?
About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer.
Yeah, now that you put it like that.
Door's behind you.
I have raised him up my suspect list like a little bit. Well, now I can visit Poe. Let's go say hi.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her?
Maybe it was you.
We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things.
Yeah, sure. I think I found a new suspect. Is she dating anyone?
I believe not. She has a big heart, and in my opinion, opens it too easily.
Do you know DOROTA Shaw?
We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed DOROTA plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger?
I'm gonna hate this answer.
Tarot. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
That'd have to be Rain.
On air. Much of our broadcast is pre-recorded, but we always do the hourly news live. Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctors' surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course.
Tell me about August.
You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
No.
The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate.
Yep, I know.
But she
I know
didn't
the story.
retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town. This one. They slaughtered everyone.
Cool.
Men, women, and children.
Yeah.
All dead and dismembered in their own
Yeah, I shouldn't.
The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in.
So everyone in August is descended from pirates. Where's the mass grave?
Yes, August was built on the blood of innocents. Kind of puts DOROTA's murder into perspective, doesn't it? On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old DOROTA Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Anyways, keep investigating. Oh, that wasn't meant to stop the chapter. I just. All right. Let's see. Hi, Alice. How you doing?
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
I don't think that was the point, but okay. I'm gonna go straight down the line.
Oh, it's you.
What do you mean it's me?
I was hoping it might be Zack. No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up.
I think I might know what that news is. Let me just guess.
Yes. If he ever shows up.
Yeah, no, I see the scissors. What is she gonna do? Am I gonna find out? She's going into someone's room right now.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try. for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam. Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating.
I'm trying!
Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions. You have to stop asking questions and start taking actions. Sam, this is your time. Be ready.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. Yes, but it kills the vessel too. So, you could have a traveler inside you right now, and if I killed you, you'd both be dead.
Oh, so it's like... Am I a traveler? There's so many new things I'm learning.
I'm not sure.
I think you are.
So that's what this is about. Chief Dupont has finally dug up my old record. I am Lawrence Petrovsky. Victoria Cheng. A very good painter. I didn't kill her, though. I was trying to save her. Hong Kong. It was our third encounter with a traveler. We'd managed to trap her on the roof of an apartment complex. Roughly translated, the building was called Flight, which was ironic. When the traveler realized we had it cornered, it tried to jump off. I managed to grab Victoria's ankle, but I couldn't hold on. Hong Kong being Hong Kong, there was about 37 tourists that filmed the whole thing. So to some people, it looked like I was dangling her over the edge of a building to meet her doom. I wasn't. I was trying to save her.
Okay, then. I'm really worried about someone in here. Okay, so far no one's dead.
Who, what, Petrov's what?
So no.
No. Should I? Oh my god, who told you about Victoria? She died. Jumped off a building. We tried to save her. Well, Rain tried to save her. Sam, we need to save Ellis. Victoria's already gone. Quite a lot, but I'm not sure how much of it is useful. Apparently this town has a lot of spirits with a lot of unfinished business. One woman was looking for her daughter, and there was a girl looking for her mum. It was awful. They were both there, but they couldn't see each other. I couldn't help them.
Is the little girl Sophia?
Yes, the general message is anyone that tries to stop Ellis dying will be punished. Sam, be careful, please. He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Okay, I don't have a choice.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
If it's the same 3 cards, I swear to God. supposed to shuffle?
I shuffled before you got here. Okay. No, the Two of Cups.
So I'm not immediately
That's
dead.
mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that.
Oh, she so did not shuffle those.
It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing. If you want it to be.
I know what she's doing.
And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel.
Thanks, I'm gonna go talk to Alice right now.
What an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
She so knows. She had on the date if we survive this. You know what? I like her. Let's go for it.
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Is there anyone I can't be right now? I can't be Connor. Or, what was his name? Was it Connor? I literally forgot his name.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Hello. Oh, I know what I was gonna do.
I'm Zack Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Is the surprise that she's gonna kill Zack? Let's find out. That actually might be the surprise.
Zack, the game is up.
What?
I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to DOROTA's house. Well, I didn't know it was DOROTA's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at DOROTA's. You were at DOROTA's.
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put two and two together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You were spying on me.
I saw you leave her house, and then I went in. She was naked, lying radiant on the bed. What did I find in her closet? A wedding dress. Who was that for, Zack? Who was that for? I'm done covering for you. We're finished.
Okay.
You need to leave. Now.
If I don't, just talk to other people.
Zack, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with DOROTA, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
I think she might actually kill Zack if he doesn't leave. Can I tune the radio?
Thumping his feet like a frustrated child. Please help me! The breathing suddenly stopped and changed into a deeply unsettling...
It's an audiobook. What happens if I actually try leaving? Can I leave town? Oh, it's a guest house.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions, it's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Who should I change to? Can I change to her going to Zack's place?
Hello, I'm Violet.
Like, this is getting intense.
I'm Violet.
I might just, like, just go wild on this and just, like, keep playing until we've got an ending, because this is fun.
I followed you to DOROTA's last night.
Are you insane? Why did you follow me, you stupid bitch?
You killed DOROTA. You killed DOROTA. You had sex with DOROTA.
I absolutely did not.
Then what did happen?
She texted me to come over. Then she asked me to watch her play with herself from a distance. She likes people to watch, didn't you know? It's probably best if we didn't see each other for a while. You know where the door is.
Well then.
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually.
Why don't you like me?
What? I like everyone. What makes you say that?
You're trying to take Zack from me.
I'm not saying that.
You told Sam I didn't like you.
It's just, when I dropped the radio off at the guest house, you weren't very welcoming.
I get suspicious of free things.
There's always strings, right? Did you feel guilty about not listening? It's okay. I'm not a doctor. So we can be friends now?
Can I actually answer yes or no? Sure.
Amazing.
I like being friends.
I've got a lot going on at the moment, which hopefully I'll get through. And if I do, I'll come and see you at the guest house sometime. Okay?
Nope, not here. We're gonna play as Poe. We're just gonna go through everyone as Poe for one time.
I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
Okay, that was weird.
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've just moved in next door.
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
I'll just be off then.
No, not really.
So weird, dude. So weird. Okay, I don't think I can talk to any of these three guys. That's fine. Actually, I think I can talk to Rain. No, nothing. KK. All right, I'm gonna hail a cab and go to Ellis.
John. I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. Nothing here. All right. We're gonna go. Do we go as Ellis and go to Zack, or Zack and go to Ellis? Can be kind of either or, I think. We'll go as Zack and go to Ellis.
I'm Zack Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Can I go back to Violet? I can. Nothing there. Hail a cab. Let's go visit Ellis. Nope, nothing. The music got really, really spooky. Nope, wrong person.
Hi, I'm Lexi. Oh, I'm Lexi.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
Creepy.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. El, we must finish what we started.
Let's finish it.
Us. Our love. I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to leave her. I know I keep saying it, but this time, I really do mean it. Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with me, no matter its length?
I don't know.
No.
No, I really am not. Oh, please don't kill me.
No? Oh. Sorry. Sorry, it's me. I overindulged. Emotional. Forget what I said. Let's get through this. Let's get you safe.
I slept with DOROTA.
Oh. Why? And why are you telling me now? No. No, I didn't know. You know how to pull at my heartstrings, don't you, Miss Monroe? But it doesn't change the way I feel about you today. I forgive you, El. I worship you, don't you see that?
I'm really creeped out. Chief's still not here. Alright. I can't even visit Zack, so. We're gonna go to my room, we're gonna turn to Sam. And we're just gonna go to the next chapter, I guess. I'm really kind of creeped out right now. Next chapter. Can we re-in?
I suppose it did look a bit like that on the video. He managed to grab her ankle as she went over, but he just didn't have the strength to hold her. Still, he kept pretty quiet about that, didn't he? How did they even get in that position, Sam? That's the question you should be asking. Sure, he tried to save her, but did he? Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one. Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zack. It's not looking good for Zack now.
Or Violet.
Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that DOROTA had a wedding dress in her closet.
You've mentioned this already?
How many people would know that?
Mm-hmm.
I think you've narrowed it down to Zack, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
Zack, Rain, and Lexi. Maybe it actually is one of them. Who's the guy in the front? I saw like a little shadow thing. The light. Can we actually see who it is? Okay, I'm not going to pay that much attention. I'm wasting time.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old DOROTA Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Alright, next chapter.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens will be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe?
I have to make this... I have to make the choice. Oh no. I'll protect her at her house, send an officer to her house, or tell her to leave town. I don't want to say I'll protect her, because I still have to investigate everything. An officer would seem like the most logical thing, and we don't want her to leave town because we still need to investigate. I'd say send an officer. Maybe I should. Let's say send an officer.
I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny?
What's wrong with Danny?
Danny is basically doing out a scream. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else?
Well, Sam or me.
You? Yes, you. Please, will you stay with me?
I really don't want to... What game is this? Shapeshifting Detective, and we're on a very serious point right now. I don't want to ruin the investigation, but I really want to keep her safe. We're going to say yes.
Thank you, Sam.
We have to stay with her.
Thanks for staying with me, Sam.
If anybody
I
comes...
know it's dangerous. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are. It's almost 10 o'clock, Sam. When's it gonna be over? You said Bromwell will call when it's safe. Should we call them now? Or are we just supposed to wait?
I really wanted to live.
I know you're just being good, but that's kind of easy for you to say right now. I think I'm probably gonna have a heart attack before anyone gets a chance to kill me. That's the door. That's the door, Sam. What are we gonna do?
Who is it? Bet it's Violet. I can't. I don't even know. Is it actually a UFO thing? My heart's skipping a beat. Jeez, can't even imagine how she's feeling. Oh no.
Ellis, thank God. I've been outside all the time, okay? Bromwell Castle just called. She said the danger is over. They've done a new reading. There's another victim now.
Oh no.
Look, Danny's outside. He's going to take you somewhere safe, okay? Sam, I think you should find out who the next victim's going to be. Then come and see me in my office.
I really... Did I risk her
It's
life
11
there?
o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update. Police
Cool.
investigating the murder of 21-year-old DOROTA Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you.
Creepy.
That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
I don't know if creepy strikes him off as much of a suspect as well, the only choice next chapter.
Sam, I have some bad news.
It's me, isn't it?
We've done a group reading, and it's you.
Yep, knew it. And the next target?
I don't know, Sam. I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different.
Why me?
I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Okay then, thanks.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet.
Yeah.
You've given me a lot of evidence. Enough to arrest someone. But who?
Do I have to pick...
Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
Do I actually have to pick? Hint, who do you think, Chief? Who do you think, Chief?
During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zack, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with DOROTA at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
Oh no. Oh no, I have to choose between everyone. I could choose myself as the murderer. That actually might be smart, because if I'm the murderer, or if I say I'm the murderer and they throw me in jail, I can't die. Violet, Zack, Rain, Oscar, Poe, Alice, Brown, Bronwyn, Lexi, Chief DuPont. Oh god. Dude, I don't know. I really don't know. I have to make a choice here. I'm gonna make the wrong choice. So, Violet thinks it's Zack. Violet and Zack were both sighted at DOROTA's house. Oscar was also sighted at DOROTA's house. But Oscar has an alibi for being at a football game. Rain's already murdered someone, but he says it wasn't... he was trying to save their life. Oscar. Poe creeps me out, but I don't think it was him. I mean, out of everyone, Ellis would surprise me, but it also wouldn't. Because, think about it, Ellis is the target. And if I arrest Ellis, then she should live. Should. Lexi. I don't think it's Lexi, but it could be. Or maybe Lexi was trying to... Maybe she was trying to seduce me to make sure I don't arrest her. I really don't know. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 10 people. I have a 1 in 10 chance. I have a 10% chance of getting this right. My top 3. God, everybody looks like a suspect in some way. I don't think it's Chief. I'm gonna cut off people. Let's start by cutting off people I don't think. Obviously, I don't think it's me. So there's 1. I don't think it's Chief DuPont. I kind of doubt it's Bronwyn because she had an alibi. I don't think it's Zack. If I'm wrong about Zack, I swear. I don't think it's Poe, as creepy as he is. So that leads me to 5. That's Violet, Rain, Oscar, Alice, and Lexi. I think I'm going to cross off Alice. I don't think it's her. I really don't. Lexi wouldn't surprise me. Violet is so outlandish that it might be right, it might be wrong. I'm not sure if it's right to be obvious here. Oscar has an alibi, so I'm gonna let that slide. Alright, so it's between Lexi and Rain, pretty much. Lexi, Rain, and Violet. Alright. You think it's Oscar? Dude. Alright, Lexi, Rain, and Violet. I'm gonna go with my heart. Because my heart has told me to, you know, kind of be around with Lexi. Now that I'm really thinking of it, I think it's Lexi. Guys, I'm gonna go with Lexi. If I'm wrong, I'm really sorry. She was nervous at the beginning though, right? Okay, that's why I crossed her off. Oh, that's why I crossed her off. Oh god, I don't know. She was nervous at the beginning. You guys say Violet? Well, out of the three. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna cross off Alice because she was not, Lexi. I'm gonna cross her off because she was nervous at the beginning. She was really, really nervous. I don't think it's her. Maybe she is trying to seduce me. Alright, Violet or Rain? Everybody, let's make a choice. Pick Violet or Rain. Type it in the chat. I'm gonna go with Violet. But I think Rain's a little bit too obvious because he has murdered someone else previously. Violet. Violet. Alright. I'm gonna go Violet.
Violet, are you sure? Fine. Okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up, we'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
So is this actually... Are we actually, like, arresting the killer here, or...?
I'm sorry. That was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be.
I thought it was actually him telling me that.
Catching a killer, by the way.
We're not sure.
Hopefully you did.
Yeah, hopefully, thanks.
Scream if you need me.
That's messed up, dude.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude.
So if I'm wrong, do we both die?
I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me.
Dude, that's creepy.
The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Did he just die? Alright, well, we arrested Violet. And I hope I'm right. That's all we're saying. I hope we're right. Let's find out. The end? Uh-oh, I think we're wrong.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive.
Did I win?
Enjoy the journey, Sam. Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. Violet's locked up. She's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just... Will you?
I can. I have to... My home is August now. God. This is a huge choice. I don't think I can. I'm sorry.
I thought you might say that. I'm going to miss you, Sam. We're all going to miss you.
Did Ella survive? I want to make sure Ella survived.
Are you sure I can't change your mind?
Sorry, I can't.
Well, if you ever do change your mind, give me a call.
Okay.
My number's in your phone already. You shouldn't carelessly leave it lying around so much. Bye, Sam.
Bye.
For now.
For now. Creepy.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives.
That's a nice thing. I can just friend zone her. I feel the same way. As long as you're not the killer, I feel the same way.
You too? I'm the happiest girl in the world. We have some catching up to do.
I don't want to end now. Oh, I think I know what this means.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ.
So was it really Violet? Or are we just getting it?
I don't know where that came from.
I could kiss him.
Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of death going around. Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief DuPont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The right was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going.
Oh my god.
I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
I'm not, but thanks. I really hope Alice is okay.
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye.
Aww.
People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad there's someone like you around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me.
Happy to save you anytime.
Sam, you already did. That's why I'm here talking to you. And I won't forget it. Heroes don't always get on the news, but they always burn bright in the hearts of the people they save.
That sounds a little sketchy.
You have an impact, Sam. Everyone does. They just forget. Keep saving people for me, you hear? Bye, Sam.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet.
Yet.
Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done.
So it really was Violet.
Sam, I don't know what you do or how you do it, but you get answers that most people can't. Can't have you work at the station for obvious reasons, but I do want to work with you. Sam, these are for you. It's a little office just next door to the laundrette in August. August, you're home now. We want you here.
Thanks, Chief.
And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it.
Buried it.
The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
Thank you for playing. That's it? Is that the end?
I am DOROTA. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been away.
We did it! Oh my god! I knew it! Violet was the killer! Wow. So Violet was... I can't... Man, I'm so surprised. Wow. I didn't think we'd be right, guys. But congrats to everyone. We actually got it right, at least so far.
Awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing. At least to me. No, cello is my hobby. But my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Oh no. No?
Because you did well.
Yeah!
And you know what happens when you do well?
Do I live? No?
Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
The end. Wow. Maybe. Enter secret debriefing exit. Oh, come on.
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human?
I think I am.
Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
Wow, so it was Violet. That is crazy. There were a lot of scenes that we didn't even see. That were like, even from the title screen. I want to know what happens if you get it wrong. Do you actually die? I want to see. Resume. What does resume do? Okay. Yeah, I wonder why she did it too. But guys, we did it. We actually got it right. We had a 1 in 10 chance of getting that right. And we actually aced it. Thank you to everybody who recommended me going for Violet. Because I almost went Lexi. But, wow. We survived. I just really wanted Ellis to survive. I didn't care too much about myself. I just wanted to survive. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to end the stream, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next one. It's Game from Virginia 88. Over and out.